Hey everyone, I am Maciek Zaremba with Fathom Realty. I want to show you another new construction community going up right now, and it's in the beginning stages of being built. Literally like 10 houses, 10 residents live in the community right now. So it's at the very start of the entire project. But I'm going to show you what to expect here, what the price points are, and what I like about it is that this is a very active 55 plus community. But what a lot of people want in those 55 plus active communities are low HOA fees, and that's exactly what this community has. This community is called Woodland Preserve, and it's built by Kolter Homes. We're going to tour 2 model homes today, and I'm going to show you the entire community as well, the clubhouse and everything that has to offer. And real quick, let me just give you a quick background on the style of homes that we have here. First of all, it's just single family homes, 420 of them. And this is like a semi-custom situation where really you have, quite a few floor plans. There's actually 5 model homes here to look at, but you can customize through the design center. And of course you can pick the lot that you want. That's the semi-custom as well. And you end up being all in for somewhere between $450,000 and $850,000, kind of depending on what you select. But every home can have a second floor added to it. Every home has impact glass. Every home has spray foam insulation. So let's get started. Let's go take a look at our first model home. Okay, we are beginning with the smallest home, the lowest price home. We're going to finish with the largest home and the one that has the most options for you. So let's get started right away. This one is called the EVA floor plan, or Ava, or Eva, depending on how you pronounce it. Here we are. So you can tell this is a single story home. Obviously the smallest one is going to be just one single story. Now we have a big 8-foot beautiful front door. And the EVA floor plan is between 1,668 square feet all the way up to 2,180. And the reason why there's such a large difference, now this is under air square footage, right? The reason why it's such a big difference is because every home can have a 4-foot addition added to the back of the property. So this is a big part of the customization process where you can extend everything that you have on the back part of the home. Nice epoxy on the floor, pretty high ceilings here, allows you to add to those drop-down storage shelves. And like I mentioned before, every window here is impact glass, hurricane impact glass. Now, if you don't know what that is, because you may not be from Florida, basically what that means is that when a hurricane comes, you don't have to worry about any projectiles going through your window. They are rated usually for about 160 miles per hour, and that means you don't put up any hurricane shutters. You don't have to worry about any water intrusion from broken windows or broken doors or anything like that. But what really people love is the insurance discounting that you end up getting, because having impact windows is one of the big factors that insurance companies take into account when rating your home and seeing, well, really, how much is this insurance policy going to be? Now, I just wanted to mention what a nice design here. This is the little quarters where you have 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, all on one side, making this pretty much a split floor plan. And every home also has tray ceilings included, just like this one, because Kolter Homes is not known to be one of the cheapest. And by cheapest, I mean you have no selection, you have no options, you get what you get, and that's all you get. That's not what Kolter Homes is all about. Here you do have selections. The design center is going to really dictate a lot of what your price ends up being, because the design center is where you select everything that you want, and you can add barbecue grills outside. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. But real quick, let me show you here. I don't know if we'll be able to see it due to the light reflection, but what we have is spray foam insulation in the attic. Now it's going to save you so much money in your air conditioning bill and heating bill, for those couple days in Florida where it's just too cold for you. Another thing I really like is the seamless glass shower door, and also how tall it is. This is 8 feet high. This is very, very tall. I love that. This just shows me they're not cheaping out, right? Plus we have quartz countertops, double vanity here. I really like this. This looks really good. And then the commode is separate with a door here, which a lot of people do love. So now let's go outside and see what exactly there is to offer. And by the way, this was the master bedroom suite. And now let's go outside. All right. You know, so this is one of the add-ons you can do, one of the additions that you can choose to pay for. And, you know, whether you're buying cash or financing, the price is going to be the price. But one thing about the price is the pool area, because this builder does allow you to build a pool during the construction phase. They don't make you first purchase the home and then you hire your own pool company. You can work with their preferred pool company and bundle everything into your loan. Right? That's a very, very big benefit, because usually when you go get a loan on a pool, you're going to be paying a higher percentage on your interest payment, right? But here you get to have the benefit of having the lowest interest rate we pretty much can get, which is for a single family home primary occupancy, right? Here's another upgrade. You see this right here? There's not a single seam going down. So your view is, you know, unobstructed. I'm not sure if that's a word, but basically you get to see everything. And this is like, you know, top of the line pool right here. You have a jacuzzi right here, probably heated jacuzzi. This pool is probably heated. You have a little splash pad on this side, another one on this side for the toddlers, and then your pool with all of these water features. This is top-notch pool right here. I love this one. And I just want to make one quick correction. I mentioned that this is the smallest floor plan, but there actually is a smaller home. It's called the Anna, and the Anna is, you know, 1,400 square feet, about 200 square feet smaller than this. But we're going to move on to the Sarah right now, which I love that name. That's my fiance's name. And we are going to go visit the largest floor plan that you can get. They start at 2,700 square feet, actually almost 2,800, and they go up to over 3,200. So let's go check that out. All right, we've made it to the Sarah floor plan. And this one here does not have a second floor added to it, but this is something that you could do to make it that 3,200 square feet. So let's go right in. Sarah floor plan. Now, as we're walking up, one thing I forgot to mention is that every single home has at least a 2-car garage. This one here has a 3-car garage. However, you could actually build homes with up to 4-car garages. Now, it is very common when people buy new construction homes that they think they're getting everything that they see. And that is not the case in any new construction home. But one thing I will say that you are getting is you're getting that 5¼ inch baseboards. That is one of the little upgrades that doesn't cost you anything. But a lot of home builders will showcase their model homes with that, and then you don't end up getting it, and you're a little disappointed. But most of them do not come with these fixtures. You have options in your design center to pick the fixtures you want. Also, this decorative bead right here, that's an upgrade, and this wall has a whole bunch of them. As you can see, all that white sticks out. It's a 2x1 piece of wood, you know, that they decorate. Now, very nice bedroom, and this one has its own bathroom. Very nice. It's kind of like a little mother-in-law suite, which does bring me to the conversation of mother-in-law suites. Now, as we're walking through here, I remembered a conversation I had with the sales rep here. And he mentioned that a lot of the homes can have a mother-in-law suite added onto it. So that would not be a separate building, but the configuration can be done in such a way where you basically have a little place for mom, you know, or dad, or anyone, maybe high school children or something. Well, probably not high school children. This is a 55+ community. So anything, you know, child related, not too relevant. Now, one thing that I like is that we just saw 2 bedrooms that are completely separate from the main living space. And this home is fantastic. Look at this. This is beautiful with the waterfall granite countertop right here. We have gas stovetop. We have a range right here. Cabinets looking beautiful. Even that extra cabinet right on top for all that extra storage. You know, this is very well done. The designers in these new construction communities, I mean, they know what they're doing. And then we have this little butler's kitchen right here, just a little extra space, and a walk-in pantry. How about that? Literally, a walk-in pantry. This is really nice. Laundry is also really separated, I should say, from the main living space. So when the machines are running, you're not bothered by it in your bedroom. Now, we'll go back to the main living space, but let's go and see the garage. Now, this is only one of the garages, of course. We did have a second one-car garage, but same thing here. We have epoxy flooring, spray foam insulation up there. Well, I do have to say that I love this Sarah model. This is really, really well done. This is one of my favorite things here, is that we have glass almost all the way throughout here, and then more glass here. So the illumination, the natural illumination of sunlight coming in here is wonderful. And I don't know if you've ever had a home that doesn't have good natural lighting, but it's depressing. I mean, it's like you're living in a place that's overcast all day. No thanks, you know, this is really well done. Obviously, picking the right lot is important for that. Picking the right design of the home and making the right upgrades. So, you know, it's not going to be the cheapest home in the neighborhood when you do that. But we have just entered the master bedroom suite, and look at this bathroom. I don't know anyone who's not going to say, I love it, because this is really nice, very well done. We have two closets in here, closet number 1, closet number 2. Look at this. Very well designed, very well done. Big window, once again, lots of natural sunlight. Double vanities. This is really nice. And of course, our tray ceiling right here. Let's go outside, finish up the tour of this home, and then we'll go to the community, and I'll show you everything the community has to offer for a very low price. By the way, you're probably wondering, what is the base price on this home? Well, on top of the base price, you have to add your customization. You have to add your lot price. Right? These are two expenses that are not included in what I'm about to tell you. But this model home right here, this Sarah home, it is under $600,000. And you know, I think I also forgot to mention where we are, but we are in Parrish, and this is a really nice area because we are very close to a lot of things. So I'll mention that in the community component. All right, that was the Sarah model home. Now we're going to go to see the community center. I'm going to talk to you about the location. I'm going to talk to you about what you get for only $225 per month HOA fee. I mean, I don't even know how they can afford that. It's like they're running on a deficit, because that is one of the lowest fees I've ever heard from what you're getting here. So let's go to the community center.
Okay, let's talk about the proximity to everything. Where is this place located? So Woodland Preserve right here. This is the main entrance coming in. Clubhouse is in this area right here, and the community is first being built out here, and then it's going to be built out a little further out. So as we zoom out, let's take a look. First of all, what you'll notice is that we are not far from a Publix right here. That's where you get your food if you're not from Florida. And then Lowe's is right here. We have quite a bit going on, but here is probably the biggest shopping area. This is the Ellington Premium Outlets right off of I-75. And of course, when you get onto I-75, you can then head north just a little bit and take I-75 this way to go to Tampa, or you can take 275 to get on to St. Pete. And from St. Pete, of course, we have beaches here. You know, we have Madero, Treasure Island, St. Pete Beach. These are all beautiful beaches. However, the closest beaches are somewhere else. So once again, just to remind you, right here is Woodland Preserve. Then you take it on down and you can get to Anna Maria. This is one of the top rated beaches in Florida. Siesta Key is not that further away from here. Siesta Key is just down here. And that's just a little further. Most people living here will be going to right here, Bradenton Beach, Holmes Beach, and Anna Maria Island. Beautiful area, highly recommend. In fact, Google it, you'll see what I'm talking about. White sand, quartz sand, and the views are just amazing here. Okay, let's hit the drone. Going to show you the main entrance right here. Absolutely stunning. This is going to be not manned, but it's going to be an electronic type of entry system. And then the clubhouse and all the amenities are in this area. Before we get into that, though, let me just talk about a couple items. First is we have two CDDs in this area. First one is the Cooper for $17.86. That's about $150 per month, although it's billed annually. The other one is the Harrison at $21.23, which is just slightly over $175 per month. This is just the fees that you're going to have, and it's on your tax bill, so it's not like you have a monthly payment. But in contrast, the HOA fee is only $225 per month for everything you're getting. Now, this is a 55 plus active lifestyle community. And like, for example, look at this trail. This is a dog-friendly community. So you can, this trail actually only ends right here, but it's going to continue on further as future development of this community gets done. Now, your monthly fees also includes your internet, your Wi-Fi, TV service. They cut your lawn, they edge, blow, everything. They prune things, they fertilize your land. I mean, it's really nice. All you have to really pay for is the irrigation of your lawn. Plus, also you get all the amenities. So let's get into that. But first, let's take a look at this. Right here shows you everything. Just pause it. You can see where everything is, right? Now, we have a common green space. This is going to be used for events. We have 8 pickleball courts, as you can see right here. They're ready to use. Go ahead and just start playing, might as well. There's already a few residents in the area that were probably willing to play. And as you can tell, look at this, just absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Plus we have bocce ball, 2 courts right now, almost finished here. And then of course the pool. Now the pool area is very beautiful, lots of sitting spaces, uncovered. And then also you have a hot tub in the back. You'll see that in just a second. But this area right here I want to talk about. It's going to be a fire pit. Probably within the next month should be there. And here's our hot tub right on the lake. Really nice and relaxing. Plus all this covered area with lots of seating for you and your family or any guests that you may have. Now, as we go inside the clubhouse, there's a card room, which lots of events will be going on. There's a pool table, and then this is the main clubhouse where you can watch TV, hang out, have lunch, whatever you'd like. There's also a kitchen right here in the back. So if you want to have an event, you can use this kitchen. There's just no stove or oven there. Plus the gym. Look at the size of this gym. Very comfortable, lots of space. Plus the treadmills and everything just overlooks the pool area. We have free weights. We have squat racks, and then an additional room for the yoga Pilates. Call me if you have any questions. The good news is you don't have to pay me. They pay me. Literally, they pay me to negotiate against them. Isn't that wonderful? So give me a call, 941-888-SOLD. And my name is Maciek Zaremba. I can show you other communities as well. And there's lots of other videos on this channel for new construction communities.